Hey, you are never gonna... What? Oh, well, I can explain this.
We've all had our celebrity crushes. Some of those crushes have been shared by millions of other people around the world, while others, only we ourselves can truly understand. Whether it's a sexy six-pack, an Oscar-worthy performance, or some heartfelt lyrics that make these talented men objectively hot, there are some that just get it done on all levels. We have done a ridiculous amount of painstaking labor. We've checked out all of the upcoming new movies, listened to all the songs, and for good measure, we've even counted all of the abs. All this to present you with a countdown of the 10 hottest male celebrities right now. Now that we've got things heated up around here, let's jump right in. In our number 10 spot is a man who spent more than 3 decades making us laugh, cry, and dance. From West Philadelphia, born and raised, it's Will Smith. Whether he was getting into trouble with Carlton as the Fresh Prince, was in our fields with Oscar-worthy performances, or saving the Earth from alien invaders with Jeff Goldblum, Will Smith is a triple threat that has no plans to slow down. If his big screen talent isn't enough to make you a believer, Will recently showed us a more vulnerable side with a 6-part docuseries on YouTube called The Best Shape of My Life. During the series, we see the comparable King Richard star in a whole new light, getting up close and personal with him as he attempts to shed his quarantine 15. As if actor, rapper, producer, it wasn't impressive enough resume, the 53-year-old just added author to his list of accomplishments with the release of his memoir, Will. Who doesn't love a man who has a way with words? You may have watched him as the undead Edward Cullen, or are looking forward to his upcoming gritty portrayal of the Batman. Robert Pattinson is in our 9th spot. Began his career with a short-lived stint in the wizarding world of Harry Potter, but many started to take notice of him in Twilight Saga. Since then, Pattinson has been in several movies that you've seen, and several that you haven't seen. This indie darling began to earn critical acclaim for movies like Cosmopolis, The Lost City of Z, and The Lighthouse. The respect he garnered for these more obscure roles and his recent return to more mainstream projects have made Robert Pattinson the 9th hottest male celebrity right now. Coming up, we have some superheroes and the wild stallion, but first, can we just talk about people's sexiest man alive for a second? At number 8, we've got Paul Rudd. There is something about a guy with a sense of humor, and he is totes McGoats, our favorite funny man. From Clueless to Ghostbusters Afterlife and everything in between, Paul Rudd is one of those guys who just makes us laugh.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
We've done the studies, and 60% of the time, he's funny every time. He doesn't just make us laugh on the big screen. His run as Mike Crapbag Hannigan on Friends had us missing his silver screen presence. And let's not forget how his portrayal of Cher's introverted, older ex-stepbrother Josh in Clueless had millennials everywhere wanting to Netflix and chill, long before Netflix and chill was even a thing. He's funny, he's cute, and he's just getting started. It's Paul Rudd at number 8. In our 7th spot, we've got a rising star from the Great White North who has been cast as Marvel's newest superhero. Simu Liu got his start on the critically acclaimed CBC sitcom Kim's Convenience. Since being cast as Shang-Chi in Marvel's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, his star has risen quickly. With his incredible personality, we could watch Simu do just about anything on the big screen. His latest project has him trying his hand at animated movies, leading the English language voice cast of Bright Samurai Soul. He will be back with a follow-up to Legend of the Ten Rings, so don't worry, we will get a glimpse of his incredible personality again. At number 6, we have a most excellent addition to the list. This wild stallion has been the internet's boyfriend for a long time, which is exactly why Keanu Reeves comes in at number 6. Everyone has his favorite classic Keanu movie like Roadhouse, Speed, or Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Newest installment of The Matrix, we are reminded just how much we love watching him kick ass. But it's the heartwarming stories of his kindness and generosity in real life that really make Keanu Reeves one of the hottest actors of all time. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Henry Cavill at number 5. In addition to playing the Man of Steel, Henry has garnered lots of attention for his roles in The Tudors and The Witcher, which just dropped its 2nd season. And for Enola Holmes fans, we can look forward to Cavill reprising his role as Sherlock Holmes later this year when Enola Holmes 2 hits Netflix. One thing fans may not know about him is that he is an avid gamer. In fact, he almost missed the call offering him the role of Superman because he was too busy playing World of Warcraft. Cavill even credits his work on The Witcher to the fact that he was a fan of the video game series before the show began production.
Played the Witcher games. I played The Witcher 3 through twice, and then this is the kind of thing I do.
We're getting closer to our number one spot with an actor who was recently cast as Fred Astaire in an upcoming biopic. But first, let's continue our countdown with our number 4 hottest male celebrity. The world began to take notice of Zac Efron as a young triple threat in High School Musical, sang, danced, and acted his way into our hearts. From that point on, we have watched him grow up on screen with a string of musical, comedic, and romantic movies. In 2019, we saw Efron make a bit of a departure to star as a serial killer Ted Bundy in Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile, and he was good. Too good, if you know what I mean. Since then, Zac has moved away from the film industry to take on some more adventurous challenges, creating his own Netflix series called Down to Earth. Not only did this garner him a Daytime Emmy win, but it also had viewers following him around to some of the world's most exclusive locales in search of alternative health treatments. Now it's time to crack the top 3 hottest male celebrities on the planet. In our third spot, we've got a man who can do it all. He can sing, he can dance, he can act, and he can do it all while rocking a dress and heels. That's right, it's Harry Styles. Whether he is on the cover of Vogue, dodging enemy fire on the big screen, or giving us all a watermelon sugar high, it's hard not to love Harry Styles. From the time he was in One Direction, he has tended to march to the beat of his own drummer. His unique style, multifaceted talent, and his willingness to speak up for causes he cares about are what make Harry Styles so hot right now. We're almost ready to share our hottest male celebrity. Have you figured out who it is yet? As excited as you are to find out, would be remiss if we skipped over this next hot celeb. In the number 2 position, we've got the God of Thunder himself, Chris Hemsworth. From his early days acting in Australia, Hemsworth has come a long way, and rightfully so. He's worked hard to have a well-established career, playing a multitude of different roles along the way. While it's easy to acknowledge his acting talents, it's even easier to recognize his other assets. So much so that he has created his own health and fitness app called Center, allowing you too to have Thor's physique, guided by Thor himself, of course. We've counted down the hottest male celebs, from a rapper turned actor turned author, through some superheroes, the internet's boyfriend, and more. Now, let's finish off our countdown with the hottest of hot male celebrities of 2022. In the number 1 spot is a man who started his acting career on the stage. At the early age of 10, it's Tom Holland. Whether he is saving the world from Thanos or doting on his girlfriend Zendaya, arguably the hottest female celeb right now, Tom Holland seems to be Hollywood's newest it boy. Even though the world really took notice of Tom when he was cast as Marvel's Spider-Man, that hasn't stopped him from displaying his acting chops in a variety of other roles. We're even gonna get to see him alongside one of Hollywood's other hottest male celebs, Mark Wahlberg, in the upcoming film Uncharted. This will also be Tom's first credit as an executive producer. As hot as he is right now, this it boy is just getting started. That's it. To recap, we had Will Smith at number 10. At number 9, we had Robert Pattinson. In the 8th spot was Paul Rudd. And number 7 was Simu Liu. At number 6, Keanu Reeves, followed by Henry Cavill at number 5. Zac Efron took our 4th spot, with Harry Styles capping off our top 3 positions. Runner-up on our list, but not in our hearts, was Chris Hemsworth, and taking the top spot as the hottest male celebrity right now was Tom Holland. Thank you so much for hanging out with us while we counted down the top 10 hottest male celebs. Until next time.